Hi and welcome back to Andy's Kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how I make jollof rice. Jollof rice is a popular dish in West Africa and I grew up loving this dish. I hope you will like it too. So let's get started. Here are what I'm gonna be using for my jollof rice. I have black pepper, curry powder, cumin, celery salt, cayenne pepper, oil, sea salt, Maggi shrimp cube. I have some tomato paste, tomato, some garlic, a piece of ginger, onion, some cabbage, carrots, sweet peppers. It's about 1/4 pound meat. I'm gonna be using 3 cups of jasmine rice. Basmati rice can be used as well. Step is to prep my veggies. So I am going to chop them up. I already washed them. One tip I'll give you here is whenever I'm washing my vegetables, I always put like 2 drops of vinegar in the water before I put the vegetables in the water to wash them. That way it will kill some bacteria or germs or reduce any insecticide or whatever was sprayed on it. So now I am going to start with my onion. I'm going to chop them up nicely. And put them on the plate. Now I'm going to chop up my tomato. I like using fresh produce because I get all the flavor and nutrients that I want. So I chop up my tomatoes nicely. Now I chop up my sweet peppers. It smells so good. I love sweet peppers. So all my sweet peppers are nicely chopped. Put them in the plate. And let's get rid of parts that we're not gonna use. The next step, I have to chop my carrots. Chop up my carrots nicely. Carrots are chopped up nicely and I'm gonna put them on my plate. Now my cabbage. Chopped up my cabbage too nicely. Get rid of the part that I'm not gonna use. Put them back on my plate. Now you can either blend your garlic or grate. Use a grater to grate your garlic. I normally just chop them up in bits. Sometimes when I feel lazy, I just grate them. Just chop them up in little pieces like that. I like using my fresh garlic as well. I'm just gonna leave my garlic on the chopping board. And then now I'm going to chop up the ginger too. First I peel the ginger. So the next step is we are going to make our stew. Start by putting a little bit of oil, and I use sunflower oil because I feel it's healthy for me, but you can choose to use any oil you want. But this is pure sunflower oil. It is cold pressed and refined, so it's good for cooking. There are pure sunflower oils which are not refined, and those are not recommended for cooking. Those you put on your salad. So let's get started. So I put a little bit of oil in here. Here's my oil. And you can see how I decorated my plate with my vegetables nicely. So the first thing I'll put in here are my onions. My onions. And I'll let it cook a little bit so I'll get that flavor from the onion. So I let my onion cook for some few seconds. Then now I am going to put the tomatoes. Now I put my tomatoes, stir a little bit. I will let my tomatoes and onion cook for like 10 to 20 seconds. Then I'll start putting in my spices. I'm going to put cumin, a little bit, just sprinkle a little bit of cumin. Now celery salt, sprinkle a little bit. Now I'm gonna put my black pepper, just a little bit. And I'm gonna put my cayenne pepper. Use cayenne pepper to your discretion. If you like very spicy food, the more you put, the more spicy it becomes. And then these are my garlic and ginger all chopped up. If you blended it, it's fine. If you grated it, it's fine. Just put them in it as well. And then I stir a little bit. It smells so good. See how they are cooking nicely? Now, I wash my meat as well and chop them up. When I wash meat, I also add some vinegar to the water. You know the reason. So I put my meat in here. Stir. Now I'll put my I'm going to put my Maggi shrimp, or you can use shrimp powder or any bouillon like Norse or Royco or whatever. I'm gonna just drop it in, and I'm gonna put a little bit of curry, maybe half teaspoon of curry. Then the next step is I put my tomato paste. This is almost one can of tomato paste. Put it in there. So I put a little water in my glass with the tomato paste. So just wash a little bit and pour it in. Now I stir again slowly. Now I am going to put my carrots and sweet pepper. Stir a little bit. Now when it comes to spices, you can put any spice you want, anything according to your discretion. Whichever spice is your favorite, you can put it in your jollof rice. It can be basil, it can be rosemary, it can be any spices of your choice. Cover it, put your stove in mid, and come back like every 1 minute to stir. Then cover it again and then leave it. Do this for about 5 to 10 minutes. So I'll see you in a little bit. So 10 minutes later, I kept stirring my stew every 1 minute or less, depending on the stove, if it's high or mid or low. The higher the temperature, the more you have to keep an eye on it and stir so it doesn't burn. So now the next step is, I have my jasmine rice. I washed it. I'm gonna use 3 cups of jasmine rice. So my jasmine rice is all washed nicely, and I'm just gonna put it in here. Three cups. And stir like this. Now measure 4 cups of water. We use 3 cups of rice, so we're going to measure 4 cups of water or 4.5 cups of water. And pour it. I actually use 4.5 cups of water. So now I am going to taste for salt. Remember, I didn't put any salt in it yet. So now I'm going to add a little salt. So I put my little salt in here. You can measure your salt. You can put maybe 1 teaspoon salt. Put a little bit of salt in here. Back home, we just use our eyes while putting salt in food, so I got used to that idea. But you can measure your salt. And then I'm gonna taste it again. The salt is good to my liking. And now I am going to put my cabbage. I'm gonna spread it on top like that. And in there, rice and everything in there. So now I am going to cover it. Put my stove on medium heat. And as soon as I see that my rice is boiling, I will come back and then I'm gonna put it in medium low. Between medium and low. And I'm gonna leave it to cook for about 10 minutes. Then I'm gonna come and check and stir. So this is 30 minutes later and my rice is ready. what I did was every 10 minutes I just come back and I stir, then I cover it again. So I did that 3 times, and this is the 30th minute. I just kept my stove on medium and low heat in between so the rice doesn't burn. So my rice is ready. I'll show you on a plate in a little bit. Look at my jollof rice. It looks so good, right? Well, I hope you like this video. And if you do, as usual, keep the thumbs up coming. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? There are more goodies coming. Thank you so much for watching, and see you another time. Bye.